sant yàlla.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
Taal Oil, the company, have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Taal Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
In the Gambia, we all move to different paces. Time is money, convenience is power, and now both are in your hands. No more long lines, no more late payments, no more missed chances. Not anymore. Because now the Gambia has its own super app, Zap. One app, one tap, endless convenience. Send money instantly, pay your bills in seconds, shop without borders, pay your rides, order your meal, buy your ticket, deposit and withdraw money for absolutely free. No extra charges, no hidden fees, only on Zap Super App. This is not just convenience. This is confidence. This is the future in your hands. And the best part, Zap is born right here. Built for us, designed for every Gambian home, every Gambian dream. So don't wait in the past. Step into the future. Download Zap today on App Store and Play Store and enjoy endless free services. Call us today on our toll-free number 1666 or on 260-0001. Zap, all in one, all for you. Tap in, zap in.
Tuesday, the 27th of January 2026, you're with Coffee Time with Peter Gomez, live on 92.1 for listeners in this country and globally. We are at www.wcr.gm. Now receive, I call him Alhaji, not been to Mecca yet. I'm sure he plans to do very soon. Doesn't even wait to be introduced. He's already up and running. Salieu Taal, very popular lawyer here. Human rights campaigner, very active in the civil society sphere. And give us an update to start with. Welcome back to West Coast Radio and Happy New Year, your first visit this year.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm sort of like I know my dad comes here, Uncle Bimas.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a senior citizen.
He's run away though.
I know.
You're not yet a senior citizen.
No, let me explain.
Okay, explain.
So in my space, in civil society space,
yes,
they call me Uncle Sal. They say there's Uncle Sal, Uncle Madi, Uncle John. So there I'm senior citizen.
Okay.
Everywhere I go, they call me Uncle.
Well, the president has not started calling you Uncle yet.
No. The president cannot call me Uncle.
He calls me Uncle.
Yeah, because it's you.
Okay.
But I'm his junior brother.
What is it about me? What is it about me?
Because you're Peter Pan. Well, and the thing is, I don't like to be boxed as a lawyer. Really, I don't. I think I just try to be a good citizen.
Every lawyer can be an uncle. Even every thief can be an uncle.
No, not in that
wood
sense.
splitter can be an uncle.
No, not in that sense. Yeah. I just think that I don't want to be remembered as a lawyer.
What's wrong with being
remembered? No, I'm not saying wrong. You hear me out. You're a journalist. Yeah. I didn't say there's something wrong with it. There are people who, for me, it's what you do that defines you, not your profession. And what I do has nothing to do with me being a lawyer.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
You'd have done it anyway.
Yeah, and I think, I think some of the great things I have done have nothing to do with my profession.
True.
And I'm grateful that I'm in this noble profession that allows me to do so many great things. But sometimes the things that really keep me up at night and concern me have nothing to do with me being a lawyer. Of course, being a lawyer makes it easier for me, and I'm very grateful for that. But if my epitaph, I don't want to be remembered as a lawyer. I want to be remembered as a good citizen who served his country.
And how are you doing that?
I try. I think with humility, I do my little bit. I mean, I am blessed to come from a great family in terms of a family that started from very humble background, very humble roots. My grandfather came from Ndem, Senegal, and walked to Gambia he walked like on foot and found himself in Jawara. So the family of Willie Abraham and Sharbel, their grandfather is the one that actually took my grandfather in. That's how he started working with the Lebanese until he came to Banjul, worked with the Mahdis, and found his uncle. That's Uncle Bailamin's grandfather. So that's my family. That's why Uncle Bailamin, that's my Jaw and Taal. That's my family. So maternally, paternally, my grandfather is Taal, and then by Bailamin, the Jaw family. That's my family. So that's my grandfather. And he married.
So you know your genealogy?
Of course, I'm a son of Ibu Taal. I know history. So basically, I mean, my grandfather, pretty much my uncles are all educated, went to university. If you look at my dad, Uncle Sal, Uncle Baimas, Uncle Sehu, Dr. Taal, from a very humble background, 19 Hill Street, Kirintin. He instilled the value of
Number 2 Charles Street was Kirintin.
Absolutely. So absolutely, I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
So
these kids don't know Kirintin.
Yes, they don't know Kirintin. But that's for another day. But it's just like instilling the value of being educated and having impact in society, serving your country or the public is more important than amassing wealth. So we the Taals are known for seeking for knowledge. From my parents to us, even us the young Taals. So for me, that's the legacy that I would like to live.
Okay. How's your knowledge of your faith, your religion?
I mean, I'm still learning. Yeah. I mean, learning is Ikra is the first surah. So I mean, I'm still learning because I think religion is an ongoing process, and my deen is getting better. And inshallah, I intend to make it. Yes.
Let's talk about civil society. You're very active in that sphere. What's going on there now?
What's not going on there?
What's not going on there?
Yeah, I think first of all, it's very important for the Gambians to understand that, or better understand that, civil society is a very important part of the process of governance, because you have the three arms of government. You have the executive, you have the judiciary, you have the parliament, and us citizens elect the executive as the president and the National Assembly, and the president elects other officers. But all that power comes from the citizen, and one of the ways the citizen holds power to account is through civil society, both organized, structured, and unstructured. So you have organized civil society that are structured like NGOs, those that are on the tango. You also have, like, for example, we had a movement called #Gambians Decided. You have Gafadoy, you have Occupy Westfield, you have the Gala, and so many other initiatives which play different roles in society. Some of them are disruptive, some of them are more engaging, some of them do advocacy. So there's different facets to it, but it's a very critical part of democracy, particularly a nascent democracy. You don't see civil society in England or America.
You don't?
You hardly see it. They're not visible. It's not active. But in emerging democracies, or democracies that are problematic, you always find civil society trying to fill the gap, because sometimes the citizenry is not necessarily equipped to understand how to use their rights, and also to understand the fact that even when the president builds a road, he's not doing us a favor. He's merely carrying.
You try telling that to Dr. Ismail Assise.
I mean, Dr. is he knows that very well. He knows it. Doctor is a highly intelligent person. But
he thinks he's doing us a favor.
No, Doctor has a job. He's the PRO of the government. So you understand that's his job. But Doctor, the intellectual, when he was on the other side, he wouldn't say that. But when he that's his job, of course, to promote the president, which I think he does very well, and I congratulate him. And that's what he's supposed to do. It's okay. I mean, obviously, we cannot. We have to commend the president for building roads. I'm happy that the president is building many roads, and I think that has to be acknowledged. Nobody can deny that. That's a fact. Even though the roads are from taxpayers' money, our taxpayers' money, or from grants, or from aid, but under his watch, he's doing it. So I think those are things that you have to acknowledge.
Yeah. Somebody was here.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that cannot be denied. I mean, I bike every morning. I live in Burfoot. the new Dubai, and I'm happy. You know, I bike.
Are you happy to live in Dubai? In
Absolutely, I'm happy to live in Dubai. I'm happy. When I stand in my balcony, I see Burj Khalifa. But you know, for me, I think
would Burj Khalifa be the petroleum building?
No, the Gamtel Tower. But on a other note, I think sometimes we just take things out of context. I think it's good to be aspirational. I mean, it's just it's a manner of speaking, and it's aspirational, so it's not a big deal. I mean, all of us. I mean, my property value is higher because there's a road right behind my house. Yeah. So that's a good thing. We must commend it. But also, as civil society, we will also hold them accountable if we feel like, for example, there's corruption in the procurement. Some will raise it. I'm not saying there is, but if there is, people will say it. If also things are exaggerated, some civil society, we have people who fact check, right? And so is that so? It's in a democracy, especially in a post dictatorship, there's a contestation of who has the space. The state executive will try to take the space. Civil society will also have the space. The political actors will have the space. And the beauty of it is we do it without use of force. It's about ideas. Before, I will not sit here because I'll get arrested. But today, if I disagree with President Alan Barrow,
before coffee time was...
It didn't exist. I mean, today...
It existed.
Yes, but...
It was completely different
I
color.
mean, Salieu existed there, but was not the same vocal Salieu today. So I can disagree with, not with Alan Barrow as a person, but with the policy of Alan Barrow, and I will say it, I mean, respectfully, and I'll say it on issues, and that's it. Just like if I disagree with Dr. Cisse, like when he came out and said all the things about Mahdi and Edward Francis Small, I mobilized civil society. I said this is not acceptable, that a sitting minister can talk like this about a prominent civil society activist and one of the most active initiatives, centers in the Gambia civil society. I mean, if you look at Edward Francis Small, they've been in existence a very short time, but they're among the most impactful. They are.
We're talking about.
I'm just giving
Mahdi will.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I mean, and it's not about the person. For me, it's about. It's not today is Mahdi and tomorrow is Taal and the Bashan. Then the other day is Fatu Balde and Howard. So for me, it's like everybody has a job to do. Just going back to Rose Society, the job of the government is to use our taxpayers' money, help better our lives, and protect us, give us the police and the rest of it. That's the executive. And we thank them for that. But also, if we disagree with them, we'll tell them. And we'll not stop telling them. Because we now live in a democracy. They also have a right to tell us whatever they want. Whatever we want. But how you say things also will speak to a lot. Because mature governments have to be magnanimous. You see, Macky Sall didn't say much when he was president. He was not the big speaker. Right? Sometimes you have to...
when the president, Adam Barrow, stays silent even when, fire is burning around him all over the place, people criticize him for not saying anything.
Being a president is easy. It's not easy. I like to say it's kick there, nyaka kick there.
Yeah.
So there are different styles. I'm
simply saying you're now applauding Macky Sall for not saying much.
By the way, I'm not a great fan of Macky Sall. I'm just applauding.
No, it's just what you said.
In the context of not jumping into everything, right? But when it's time to speak, you have to speak.
Isn't that what Barrow does all the time?
Yes,
he speaks only when he feels it's time.
Yeah, I think now he's speaking more, right? But there were times where there were national issues that he didn't.
I think you should just put that thing off.
Completely. Yeah.
Completely off.
Airplane. Yeah. So I think over time, because President Barrow was learning on the job. I think now he's speaking more in comparison to before. But there were times there were burning national issues that he didn't speak. But now he's speaking. People say he's speaking too much.
Macky Sall was exactly like that, wasn't he?
No. That was just in passing. Okay. I don't want to. They have different styles and different trajectories. Yeah. But I just think that to each their own and their style. I mean, I don't think the president is particularly. When I analyze him, I think he enjoys speaking in political rallies. He's very good at that. He likes to. He's very good with the local languages. He's very good with the Taal you know, he really connects with the population.
The proverbs.
You know, he's brilliant in that. He's a master stroke when you see him that. But he's less comfortable, in my opinion, when it's this formal environment. Sometimes he even looks bored. But that's okay. That's his nature, you know. But he has people who hired to speak for him. And when they speak for him, whatever they say reflects on him. So okay. I think we need to really remember where we came from, and ask ourselves, where are we going? We need to have a more mature type of politics. We need to have politics of issues, politics that can really change the lives of Gambians, not politics of Nahate, politics of exaggerating.
Yeah, but is politics not all about?
Yeah, I mean everywhere. I agree. Maybe everywhere, even in America and England. Exactly. I'm not saying that. I mean, maybe that's why I cannot be a politician.
Maybe that's why I cannot be a politician.
Exactly. But I'm just saying that, like, for me, I mean, you've built great roads. I say, good for you.
But that's what you promise people.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. But I'll still say, well, kudos, but that's what you're supposed to do. But you did it with our taxpayers' money. And I'm happy that you've done it. And I will applaud you. I'll commend. I mean, everywhere I go, I'm proud of my country. But at the same time, I will, if necessary, will critique. For example, I think that how many billions we are spending on roads, that money should go to Gambian road construction companies. We need to look at building local capacity, more of it. I don't want to get into details of it. I think we could do more to build more local. We need Gambian Areskis. Gambian engineers, qualified people, and entrepreneurs with proper companies.
Well, I mean, Gambian engineers we have. Probably what we don't have are Gambians with enough capital to start their own road building companies.
You just need some government support to do it. One contract, you buy equipment. It's possible. Senegal, I mean, that's how all these CSCs and others came. They all used to work for these companies, Jean Lefebvre, others. Yes. But if you're intentional about it, you have good local content laws. You can build, I mean, Gambian companies that can build roads in Salieu, other countries. Look at Senegalese companies; they're building all over. It's the government that supported them. So at least it's good to build roads, but at least it's nice for that money to also stay here. We have a lot of foreign companies that are not so great that are coming here. I'm to be honest. We also have very great companies that are doing great roads, but a part of it should now be building Gambian capacity.
Why are those not so great companies surviving in this country?
I don't know. I mean, there are many not so great companies that survive.
Because they tell you, Gambian companies that, fold up after a few years if they are lucky to go even.
No, I'm just saying,
they tell you, oh no, they are not so good. That's why they.
No, I'm just saying that, for example, you have the RSKs and the CSCs, reputable construction companies.
No, we're talking about the not so good ones.
Not so great. Sometimes cowboy companies come here and build roads. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And Peter, if they give you the opportunity, we'll build those roads. If I had those contracts, I'll get a guarantee. I'll lease equipment or hire equipment or I'll buy it in one contract. That's what I'm talking about. But I don't want to delve into that. That's for another day.
Okay, you're supposed to be telling me what civil society.
Yeah, so civil society
is not doing.
Yeah, so I think what civil society could do. I think civil society in Gambia is still in the making, just like our executive, like every other arm of government. I think we are very, very proactive. We're not very proactive. We are very reactive, right? Civil society has done a lot of good things. Civil society from 2017 to date has been very, very helpful in terms of helping build our governance infrastructure, in terms of ensuring we have better laws. Law reforms we played a huge part. The access to information law in Gambia was single-handedly pushed by GPU together with civil society and the Barrow Association.
It doesn't seem to be working, is it?
Yeah, it is working. I'll ask Madi. Madi has written so many access to information requests, and people actually think about it and respond sometimes. The fact that you have the law in place, and now they set up. I was part of the committee that helped select the information commissioners. We have information commissioners, right? I think John is in the Production Commission. Sorry, but I mean we have an.
No, John is ATI.
No, John is in the Reparation Commission.
Is what?
John is in the Reparation Commission.
John Njai?
John Charles Njai.
John Charles Njai.
Yeah, Reparation Commission. Yeah.
Access to information.
Anyway.
With Nene McDowell and Charm and the others.
Anyway. So we are part of the process of even selecting the people there. I was representing civil society, and my MS was representing GPU. So with the law is in place, the Information Commission in place. They have funding challenges, but at least now they're getting, government officers are getting information officers. It will take time because the culture of sharing information takes time, and that happens in every country. But I think that's something that the government should be proud of, and we have to give them, really, and really applaud them for doing it, because if they weren't open, it will not happen. But also civil society pushed it. I mean, yesterday they opened a special criminal court in Mile 7. The law that was passed, the special accountability mechanism law that is passed, that helped to create the special criminal court supported by ECOWAS, and also a domestic court that can try TRC crimes. That was pioneered and championed by the Bar Association under my leadership. From the concept to even the initial funding, to writing the law, to even part of the money to lobby ECOWAS, it was the Bar Association who actually, brought those funds. We had the grant from that, from USAID. And also we are very grateful, because if Dawda Jallow was not magnanimous enough, we will not be able to do what we did together. And I travel in many countries, and there's no place, when I go, I tell in Gambia, as Bar President, I have access to everybody. And we collaborate, we co-create, right? I can call Dawda Jallow anytime. I have access to Chief Justice when it comes to matters of international law. Same to Dawda Jallow, and even executive. So sometimes we disagree, but when it comes to building, we build together beautifully, and we've done that. And there's no piece of legislation that has been passed in the Gambia that civil society has not had a say in it. It doesn't mean that everything we say happens, but
is civil society meant to be cozy with government?
No, I don't think cozy is the word. It's cozy to you. For me, it's collaboration. I mean, am I cozy with the government?
Are you cozy with the government?
I have an excellent relationship with the government, but I can also hold them accountable. Today, right, there's a case in the government with the Auditor General. We have filed an amicus.
What's that?
Amicus meaning we're filing like a brief, amicus brief, to help the court decide the case based on respecting the law and the Constitution. Just like we did with the Yankuba Ture case, we filed an amicus. It's like you file a brief telling the court that, remember, this is what the Constitution says, this is what international law says, you respect the independence of the Auditor General Office and independence of the judiciary, blah, 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 that sort of thing. That helps build your jurisprudence, helps remind the place that the separation of powers. We do it to remind the place that this is a country made of laws, and everyone have to respect the law. We do that. We challenge the government on many occasions, and most of the times we win our case. We did the case when the Minister of Finance disregarded the Constitution. We took him to court, and we won. The court said Sidi Keda was wrong in presenting the budget under 60 days. We did that. Yes. Okay. And at the same time, I'm the chair of Gambia Participates. We're helping when it comes to public finance transparency. We did a lot to help the ministry publish that information. So yes, we don't think we don't need. There's no need to be antagonistic to government. Certainly, that's not my style. Of course, it looks like we have a spectrum, but my style is we work together whenever we can work together. And when we disagree, we disagree. But if we disagree in principle, we will also take our stance. We'll try to hold you accountable, but we'll use due process. We'll advocate. We'll go to the courts. We also have a lot of things that happen behind the closed doors. We speak and talk. If I don't like something, I'll pick up the phone and say, Dawda, I don't think this is correct. I can take a phone and say, Ahmad Ba, this is not correct. I can call up the phone and say, Musa Drame, Uncle Musa. But some things also we'll say in the public. So some people may see it as cozy, some people may see that as cozy, but I don't think we're in a state where we should be knocking heads. But that's my personal view.
All right. And where, in terms of, the role expected of civil society organizations, like I may participate, do gaps still exist?
I think gaps exist. I think we have capacity challenges for sure, because there are not many professional, educated Gambians like me participate in civil society. if we were trop. How many people like me do you see in civil society?
I see the Maddies.
Yeah, I mean, we are a handful. We are a handful. And there are many people who send you messages, say, oh, good statement, this and that. But we have so many brilliant Gambians who think civil society is opposition. And so they think that being part of civil society means you're going against government. And I'll tell you also, being civil society will also cost you a lot.
How do you mean?
I know that it does cost me business as a lawyer, for sure. I know that, as a matter of fact. But it's the price I'm willing to pay because I love my country. And I do it over and over again. Because some professionals will not do it because it will make them lose things. I mean, if you are in civil society, you will not be favored by government. They'll say, this little person is, I'm just going quotes, is anti-government. And it's not being anti-government. In fact, that person loves the government because the person who tells the president that something is going wrong is the one who loves the president, because at the end of the day, it allows him to take corrective measures. Because presidents are very lonely people. The information they receive is curated. But civil society is another ear for the president to hear what the public is saying. See, when Jammeh left, he didn't realize until he left some of the things that he didn't realize it was happening. Because he was being shielded.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You only hear what the people around you want you to hear.
Exactly.
Sal, in a minute or two, if you were to wrap up, what would you like to say? I'm sure Maddy is already waiting to come in.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to say that, first of all, I think I would like to thank you for really creating a platform that is very, very, very independent, objective, that allows divergent views to come. I mean, as I was leaving, Dr. C was leaving, you know. And
did you shake hands?
Of course.
Ah, very good.
Doctor is my younger brother.
Yeah,
you know, Doctor was introduced to me by Dr. Taal.
Oh, really?
He would come Friday lunch with my dad. So we are family. Yeah, we're family.
He still maintains those family ties?
Yeah, we have.
Even as Minister of Information?
No, I mean, anytime I'm not happy with something, I'll call him and tell him when he's doing well. When he's not doing well, I'll tell him.
And how does he take it?
For me, he takes it very well.
Ah, very good.
Because he knows I mean well. I mean,
so you shook hands.
I want
Doctor
to succeed. He knows that. He wants me to succeed too. So that's okay. But he's in a political situation, so it's different. So I just think that healthy environment of being able to exchange constructively, respectfully, with decorum is very important.
Absolutely.
I can disagree with Doctor, but it's not personal. He can disagree with me, it's not personal. He can disagree with Madi, it's not personal. But let us not go below the belt. I think we just have to respect certain lines.
Did he?
Yes, he did. He did.
You haven't even heard my question yet.
Yeah,
on Madi.
Yes, he did. That's why we issued a statement. But to me, it's like, I mean, just because it's political season, it's no excuse to lower our standards. We can up the game. I think we can build a better Gambia.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Sant Yàlla. looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
Taal Oil, the company, have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Taal Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
In the Gambia, we all move to different paces. Time is money, convenience is power, and now both are in your hands. No more long lines, no more late payments, no more missed chances. Not anymore. Because now the Gambia has its own super app, Zap. One app, one tap, endless convenience. Send money instantly, pay your bills in seconds, shop without borders, pay your rides, order your meal, buy your ticket, deposit and withdraw money for absolutely free. No extra charges, no hidden fees, only on Zap Super App. This is not just convenience. This is confidence. This is the future in your hands. And the best part, Zap is born right here. Built for us, designed for every Gambian home, every Gambian dream. So don't wait in the past. Step into the future. Download Zap today on App Store and Play Store and enjoy endless free services. Call us today on our toll-free number 1666 or on 260-0001. Zap, all in one, all for you. Tap in, zap in.